So my next guest was a yes for Johnson, but also has a warning for the House Speaker. Texas Republican Congressman Chip Roy joins me now. So, Congressman, first, I want to ask you for your reaction about this New York judge, Juan Merchant, saying that Trump's he set a sentencing hearing now for January 10th before inauguration, but maybe signaling no jail time. What do you think about this that just came down?
Yeah, I mean, that's a power play by the New York, justice system that I think is a slap in the face of the President of the United States. I think we're going to have some serious conversations about what that means, in defense of the president. Most of these cases have gone away as they should. That lawfare was a, underhanded way to try to prevent President Trump from being able to be elected. And then since he's been elected, they're just trying to undermine his authority. I don't think that's going to stand. We'll move forward, and we're all going to be supporting the president, supporting his agenda over the next couple of weeks.
Now, to what happened today, you initially decided to pass on the first vote, and at the end of the first vote, you came back in and voted for Johnson. Was that a tactic or a message for him?
Well, look, it was very important for a group of us to make clear that, we're going to expect the agenda that the president ran on to get delivered. Mike Johnson is a friend. He's a friend to all of us. But we weren't satisfied with the way the 218th Congress unfolded. Keith Self expressed that very well. So we were making very clear that there's a block of us that are going to be watching very closely. We need to deliver. We need to actually secure the border. We need to actually pass policies before there's any conversation about future flow or any kind of status. We're going to do our job to secure the border, remove illegal aliens from this country. We're going to stop spending money we don't have. We're going to deliver on what the president ran on, and that's what matters. And so on the vote on the floor, we were being very clear that there's a block of us that are going to demand that on the policy changes. The president of the United States backed the speaker, so we backed the speaker in this election, but we're going to be watching every single vote, and we've got to make sure that we get what we set out to do and that we do what we said we would do when we ran for election this last year.
Congressman, you had said on X that there were more than 3 people who initially have reservations who voted or who didn't vote against Johnson. What are the reservations then?
Well, the reservations are we spent close to $3 trillion last year with more Democrat votes than Republican votes. We had multiple bills that were passed with a majority, lacking a majority of Republican votes. We saw what unfolded with a promise to say that we would secure the border of the United States before we funded Ukraine. Those were all failures. But that's looking in the rearview mirror. Today's a new day. It's 2025. The president asked us to get behind Mike Johnson. We did. It is now Mike Johnson's house to deliver. It is now Mike Johnson's job to deliver on the president's agenda. We will back him as long as we're delivering on that agenda. And so that is what we need to do right now, is come together to do that. We've got to stop spending money we don't have and racking up deficits. We've got to secure the border. We've got to get rid of the bureaucrats. We've got to make our country strong again. There can be no room for doubt here. We've got to have leadership to get that done. And that's why today's vote. That's why there were 9 people who withheld their votes. It sends a message that we're going to be watching that.
Congressman, are you concerned that the drama we saw fold out today undermined in some way the ability to get President-elect Donald Trump's agenda fully passed through the House?
Not at all. Speaker Johnson was elected on the first ballot, but we were making very clear that we're going to demand to get the things done that need to get done. And that's what the president wants. We've had lots of conversations with the president. He wants us to deliver. He's had some very specific conversations with us and with the speaker. And I know those were going on the floor with those who initially voted no. But we've got a long ways to go. We've had too many failures in the past. The American people didn't vote for more of the same.